Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're here with another review. Today we're going to have a look at the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Apocalypse series, the Sasquatch figure. It was coming on this box, as you can see right here on the images. It had also a part of the Apocalypse figure with him because it was part of the Build a Figure line. You basically had to collect a bunch of figures to build a big Apocalypse action figure. This one was coming with his hand, which I don't have because I gave it to a friend back then when he was actually trying to build the Apocalypse and he didn't want the Sasquatch figure, but I did, so I bought the figure and I gave him his arm. This was the front part of the box and the behind part of the box, just to have an idea how this one looked like. I don't have this box because I have this figure since I was a little kid, and this figure is retired right now and the company Toy Biz is closed. Yeah, and right here you can see on this image of the behind part of the box you can see and the other figures of the line that if you collect all of them you will build in the Apocalypse. We're talking about a figure with about 21 centimeters in height, as you can see right here. It's a very big one. Now let's move on to the figure, which is this one right here. And because of this channel we love comparisons, let's see how this one scales next to some other similar sized figures from Hasbro. Well, I brought you right here the Blob and the Ultimate Green Goblin figure, who both were parts of Build a Figures line. And as you can see, even though these figures were supposed to build them from different, you had to collect a bunch of figures to build these ones. They are still look pretty much the same as the size go next to this Sasquatch figure. So imagine how big Apocalypse would get, just to have an idea how big this Sasquatch is. And right here you can have a look how it looks next to the Toy Biz Galactus figure from the Silver Surfer line. They are the same size as well. So you can understand that this Sasquatch is actually a really big figure. I'm really glad that we actually get a Sasquatch figure because Toy Biz released two versions of this. There's also another Sasquatch figure which is actually better for some size comparison with some Marvel Universe line. If you want to have this specific Sasquatch with some Marvel Universe line, it definitely won't do the job because it looks very big. But if you want to have here next to some Marvel Legends series figures, I think it looks pretty okay. Besides, Sasquatch is a big character. I think he scales really okay with them. Thankfully, Toy Biz back in the day released two versions of it. One of these, which is this scale, and they released also another Sasquatch, which is shorter, I believe about 12 centimeters in height, which I think it scales better with the Marvel Universe figures. So let's waste no time and have a closer look to the figure. Alright, so here is his face. I think he looks really mean. He has this angry pose, he has this, you can see his mouth is actually open. You can see the teeth, the lips right here. The tongue inside has been done really nicely. It has this red evil eyes and some nice sculpture right here on his cheeks area. Though it makes his head look down, his hair have this weird position, which is something that I really don't appreciate. I think Toy Biz should have made something better for this because it basically forces you to have it like this. But when you have it like this, you can see this thing right here on his neck, which I also don't appreciate. It has some ups and downs as a figure, but still is a Sasquatch figure, and we don't get too many figures of it. And yeah, instead of this movement on his head, you can turn it around like that, 360, and you can also move his torso like that a little bit, forwards and backwards, and it has this rotation right here. You can move this until right here, and you can rotate it like that, 360. It also has a bicep articulation. You can rotate the bicep and the elbow like that, and of course the wrists and the hands. You can actually make some gestures with these fingers, if you will, because it can move every finger separately. So yeah, in case for someone of you is interested, he can make some gestures. Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know, but I think like this is, like say, come on right here. Yeah, and the same movements it has on the other arm as well. And here, as far as the legs goes, you can has a ball jointed leg right here that you can move it on the sides like that, maybe forwards and backwards, and it also, you can rotate it like that, 360. You can, has a double jointed knee, so you can bend it like that, and you can actually rotate this part of the leg, but you know, it's very old figure, and you know, I don't want to press it too much. I used to have it on myself for a very long time, so yeah, it's kind of stiff on some articulations. And here you can move the ankle up and down a little bit, and this part of the leg up and down like that. Yeah, pretty much this is it. I can say that these are a lot of articulations. You can actually move and this part of the arm as well, like that, so you can have it however you like, however you prefer. It's up to you, whatever looks more natural to you, if I would say. And yeah, it also has some nice hair right here on the front part of his belly area, you know, that they go all the way down here. The same, it's on the behind part as well. It reminds me some kind of Tarzan figures, you know, that I had a similar thing right here, and this is how it looks underneath, in case some of you is interested. And yeah, right here you can see the Toy Biz logo, 2006, made in China, from Marvel Entertainment. Yeah, the Sasquatch has this nice kind of, I would say, orange coloration, and this brownish coloration for the fingers on the arms and on the toes, and also on the face as well. The rest has this orange coloration, but it's not just, it's like a mix of orange with brown, I would say, and also has some black spots here and there to highlight the details. The figure has some nice musculature, as you can see. It's very obvious, and it's action figure, so you can choose the movement, the position that you want to have this one looking on yourself. Very nice, you know, for some dioramas. And if you collect figures like this from Marvel, I think this one would look really okay for you, because it's a character that you don't get many figures of. For some whatever reason, I really want to see him on a live action movie, you know, from Marvel. It would be really nice, you know. Him and Wendigo, it's from the characters that I really want to see them on the movie with the pack. So yeah, this is overall the Sasquatch. I would like to see Marvel producing and Hasbro basically producing more figures of this character, because we don't get many. And this part of the legs is actually really nice. You can see they try to give it this, you know, hairy kind of vibe that he is supposed to have. Maybe that this part right here looks kind of weird because it's, you know, separate. Like these parts here are short hair and this is long hair. I don't know, but it still don't really mind me that much. I think it's okay. Maybe they have done the same sculpture, you know, on this part of the legs as well. I think it will be a little bit different. But yeah, other than that, it looks pretty okay. My only down for this figure is this, I really don't like these shoulder joints right here, that they go like that. I would prefer, you know, just a ball jointed shoulder. I don't think all of this right here is really necessary. Some articulations really ruin the can ruin a figure, because you can see all of these things right here, and it doesn't look that natural that it looked if it was like a statue. So I don't want these lines to be very visible on my action figures, if you know what I mean. So this was, guys, the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Apocalypse series Sasquatch figure. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it and I helped you out. I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.